The worst combos you wouldn't want to use in Plants vs. Zombies 2. While many YouTubers are talking about powerful combos in strong plants, today I'm going to show you the worst or the dumbest combos that you can use. I posted a community post about this, so you can participate. But before we get started, please consider clicking that subscribe button. It's free, and it helps me a lot. There are plenty of tough zombies in the game, like the brickhead zombie or the buckethead zombie. One of the best counters for those zombies is Shrinking Violet. Shrinking Violet can lower their toughness by 50%. Now, one plant that comes to mind is the Hypnoshroom. So, if Shrinking Violet shrinks the zombie and the Hypnoshroom hypnotizes it, we get a bad combo. You could just use a single Hypnoshroom, and the job would be done. It's like when you hypnotize a basic zombie, it makes Shrinking Violet useless. This is one of the dumbest combos I've made. I'd rate it a solid 2 out of 10, because at least the Hypnoshroom still works. I know most of you are familiar with this next combo. It's a popular one from the original Plants vs. Zombies, the Snow Pea and Torchwood combo. If you didn't know, when Snow Pea's icy peas pass through Torchwood, they turn into regular peas. So, you place the Snow Pea here and the Torchwood in front of it, and you end up with a regular pea shooter. If we do the math, Snow Pea costs 150 suns and Torchwood costs 175 suns. So, together that's 325 suns for just one regular pea shooter. For that much, you could get a 3-peater instead. If you want a pea shooter that costs 325 suns, then go ahead and use this combo. I'd rate this a 3 out of 10. Next up, we've got Hypnoshroom and Pumpkin. Do you see where this is going? For Hypnoshroom to work, a zombie needs to touch it. That's where the pumpkin comes in. If you place a pumpkin on top of the Hypnoshroom, the zombie can't reach it, because it first has to eat the pumpkin. In the end, this combo isn't really bad. The pumpkin still does its job, stalling the zombie, and Hypnoshroom can still hypnotize the zombie once it finishes eating the pumpkin. Compared to the combos earlier, this one is better. So I'd rate it a 6 out of 10. Then we have the Chili Bean and Pumpkin combo. This is basically the same as the Hypnoshroom and Pumpkin combo, except you're swapping the Hypnoshroom for a Chili Bean. I'll skip explaining it in detail since it's essentially the same. Stalia can slow zombies in a 3x3 area, and she costs 0 suns. That's why I always bring her into levels. The same goes for Iceberg Lettuce. At 0 suns, you can stun zombies for 10 seconds. However, combining these two plants isn't very effective. If Stalia slows a zombie and you place Iceberg Lettuce to stun that zombie, Stalia's slow effect becomes useless. So, I don't recommend using them on the same zombie. But there is a better way to use this combo. You just need to wait for either of their effects to wear off before using the other plant. That way, you can maximize their abilities. Still, I'd rate this combo a 3 out of 10. Next, we have Fire Pea Shooter, or any fire plant, and Snow Pea, or any ice plant. Snow Pea can slow zombies in its lane, so it's really not a good idea to use Fire Pea Shooter alongside it. Fire Pea Shooter will cancel Snow Pea's slow effect, making Snow Pea less effective. Here's an example. Let's say an explorer zombie is walking on the lawn, and you plant a Snow Pea in the lane where the explorer is walking. Normally, Snow Pea would extinguish its torch, but if you also place Fire Pea Shooter in that lane, the torch will just reignite. They are just completely different. So I'll rate this a solid 6 out of 10. Next combo, we have the Gumnut and Snap Pea. I mentioned this combo in my previous video. We all know that Gumnut can trap zombies with gum. So, what makes this combo ineffective is Snap Pea. You see, when Gumnut stuns a zombie, Snap Pea cannot eat that zombie. I also tried planting a Chomper in front of a zombie that was trapped by the gum. Well, obviously, Chomper ate it. I really don't know why Snap Pea won't eat a zombie that's stuck to gum, but Snap Pea can still eat the zombie if it finishes eating the gum. So, it's not really a bad combo, because Snap Pea is just maximizing the gum. If you think about it, it really makes a good combo. When the zombie dies, the gum also disappears, but Snap Pea prevents the gum from disappearing, allowing other zombies to eat it. So, I'll rate this one 10 out of 10. This is the best combo so far. Let's just move on. For the next combo, it also includes Gum Nut. That's Gum Nut plus Time Warp. Time Warp is one of the most broken free plants in the game, as it can teleport all zombies in the last column of the lawn. But don't combine it with Gum Nut. If a zombie is trapped in gum and you use Time Warp, all the zombies trapped in the gum can escape without eating it. The gum somehow disappears when zombies are teleported. This makes the gum useless. So, if you're bringing these two plants together, just make sure to use them properly. I'll rate this one 1 out of 10. Moving on, we have Mercadania Nut and Glühwein. If you didn't know, Mercadania Nut is a concealment family plant, so it can be powered by Moonflower. Mercadania Nut's normal form is just like a regular walnut, and when boosted, it turns into an Endurian. Glühwein can also boost any concealment family plant, including Mercadania Nut. But it's not really a good idea to combine these two. You see, when Mercadania is boosted by Glühwein, the zombies will eat Glühwein first instead of the Mercadania Nut, making the boost essentially useless. I just use Moonflower for it. All of the vines are usually eaten first before the plant inside of them. So, I'll rate this combo a 2 out of 10. Next, we have Moonflower and Citron. I know many of you are familiar with this one. Just place Citron next to Moonflower. At first, it may seem like a perfectly normal combo, but can you guess what's wrong? Well, if you place another Citron on a different tile, you'll see what's going on. Let me explain. The Citron next to the Moonflower somehow has a lower firing rate than a Citron that isn't planted next to Moonflower. This combo just makes Citron weaker, but it's not as bad as the previous one. I'll rate this combo a solid 5 out of 10. Moving to the next combo, we have Puffshroom and Intensive Carrot. This one doesn't need much explanation, but I'll give you some context. Puffshroom costs only 0 sun, so it's basically spammable. If you combine it with Intensive Carrot, you're wasting 100 sun and 20 seconds of cooldown time for the Intensive Carrot. I don't really know what to say if someone uses this combo. This combo definitely deserves a 1 out of 10. The next combo also involves Puffshroom. Well, Puffshroom's plant food effect will give all Puffshrooms the plant food effect as well. So combining it with Tile Turnip would be the worst. Simply plant 5 Puffshrooms and replant a Tile Turnip on those 5 Puffshrooms. Now, you have a non-working Tile Turnip. If you use plant food on these, it won't multiply the effect. Instead, it will just boost all the Puffshrooms as usual, and Tile Turnip won't do anything. You've just wasted the Tile Turnip. You can just dig up all the Puffshrooms and replace them with a better plant, like Citron. I'll also rate this a 1 out of 10. That's where this combo belongs. Next is the same as the previous combo, but we're replacing Puffshroom with Iceberg Lettuce. If you think this is a good idea, it's not. Just like the previous combo, where Tile Turnip didn't work, in this combo, Tile Turnip works perfectly fine. But Iceberg Lettuce isn't really suited for Tile Turnip. This is simply because Iceberg Lettuce's plant food effect can affect the entire lawn, so adding many Iceberg Lettuce plants won't do anything. It won't stack the freezing time, so it's completely useless. However, if you place a single Tile Turnip on Iceberg Lettuce with another plant on the Tile Turnip, then I'd consider it. But if it's just Iceberg Lettuce and Tile Turnip, then it's a 0 out of 10.